Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? Welcome back to part 7 of my hip hop CD collections shelf by shelf series. And this is going to be, I believe, part 4 of the B section. I think that's all right. I think it's part 7. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, without further ado, let's finish off the B's so we can get into the C's. And I think we left off right here with some Broken English Click from 1993, I believe. Dope album. Really dope album. Courtesy of Wild Pitch. Kind of an interesting group that was on Wild Pitch at the time. The song Hardcore Beats, man. I always remember that video, and I think I do. I think it's in black and white, if I'm not mistaken. So, but dope song, dope album. Kind of underrated. It was the only album these guys ever put out, unfortunately. So, yeah. All right, so getting into some Bronze Nazareth, the Unknown. Some older Nazareth here. Was this 2007? I don't know if that's the actual year this came out. I think that might have been a reissue or something. I'm not even sure. But it is older Nazareth here. But interesting. Definitely a different, earlier kind of sound for Bronze right there. The Great Migration. This is fucking amazing. It's just classic, man, in the sense of using the word classic. I know people overuse that word, but you know, I mean, it's getting pretty. Yeah, it's 2006. I want to say, yeah, The Unknown's definitely earlier than that. This is an amazing record. If you've never heard this, man, oh, it's great shit, man. Got some affiliates on here. We got some Timbo King, some Killa Sin. Yeah, this is amazing. If there's one Bronze Nazareth record you got to pick up, it's that. It's amazing. Thought for Food, Volume 1 and 2. I think these were released separately at one point, and then they put them in a package, which is really cool, because I like when they do that, actually. When you get volumes together. All the affiliates on there. Kevlar 7, who I believe passed away, didn't he? So rest in peace to Kevlar 7, I think so. Yeah, more Kevlar on there. Killa Sin. Yeah, this is cool. It's been a minute since I've listened to that one, though. And then we got Bronze Nazareth. School for the Blind Man. Yeah. Also really cool. I think I had this in an update maybe last year or something like that. I kind of forgot about this album when it came out. Never picked it up, and I think maybe a year or two ago. I don't know. Sometime in the pandemic anyways, but I still dig it. Bronze. You can never really go wrong with Bronze Nazareth, man. I like him I love him as a producer. He's decent as an MC, but I do like him more as a producer. But I actually do have the Bronze Nazareth new album that's all produced by Rock Marciano. It's somewhere in the post. I don't know. I just haven't received it yet, but it wouldn't be in here anyways because it's from last year. So yeah, it would actually be in here. But anyways, that'll be in a future video update, whatever you want to call it. Board of Education, Brooklyn Academy, rest in peace to Pumpkinhead. Oh, right there. He was such a dope MC. Block McCloud. I can't fucking talk. This is a weird promo edition, clean versions I found randomly one time, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab that, whatever. I think at the time I downloaded the album, and I was like, you know what, I'll just grab this, whatever. It's not like I need a clean version, but it was like sitting there, and I was like, okay. But I do have the regular copy of it too, so Board of Education. Very underrated album, man. I think there's some really dope tracks on here. Got some Jean Grey on there, some Keith Murray, Killah Priest. Good album. Really good album. We got the Brooklyn Funk Essentials, Cool and Steady and Easy from 1993 also. This is a very cool group. It's like I want to say funk. It's infused with like funk, jazz, hip hop. It's live instrumental mixed with samples. There's some spoken word. There's a little bit of vocals in here. It's mostly instrumental though, but it's really fucking dope, man. Like, I really dig the shit out of this. It's really cool. It's got a different vibe on each song. It's well put together, well produced. It's really good, man. The first song on here, Take the L Train to Brooklyn, is phenomenal. It's amazing. Good stuff. Here's an album I've talked about many times throughout the years. Recommended this to so many people. I think it needs a re-release. I know this one's been out of print for a long time. I don't know if the vinyl got re-released or whatever, but Brothers Bent, Up from the Desert. insanely dope album. Like, criminally slept on album. This is incredible. My one buddy is like, you know, every time I look at this album cover, he's like, I just don't think of hip hop. I think of some weird abstract like instrumental shit. And he's kind of right though. It does kind of look like something that would be like instrumental or some shit. So, but yeah. Anyways, I can't seem to get that. Why is that not going on? All right, let's move on. Brother Ali, the Champion EP. All right, yeah, let's try that again. Fucking dogs. Champion EP, Brother Ali, with the classic Muhammad Ali pose. Always love that album cover. It's great shit. Yeah, man. Oh man, early Brother Ali, man. He got a little preachy for me. I know that seems to be kind of the issue that a lot of people have these days with Brother Ali, is a little bit, but he's still a dope MC, man, regardless of how you look at it. All produced by Ant, of course, from Atmosphere. And you know what I liked about Ant's production throughout the years is that he would really kind of cater to, you know, Brother Ali, and his sound was totally different than he was doing for whether he was working, you know, just with Slug or if he was doing the Felt records or whatever it was. So different. But Bad Motherfucker. I love this EP. It's fantastic. And then we got Shadows on the Sun, which is just unbelievable. It's really, really good. Production on here is killer from Ant. Awesome album, man. What can I say? Yeah. I highly recommend the first two. The Undisputed Truth. Really good stuff too, actually. Really good. You know, honestly, you can't really go wrong with too much of the early Brother Ali stuff, but this is really dope too, man. The truth is here, the truth is here. I always like that. Brother Ali, the truth is here. Yeah, this is like more of like a, feels like an EP. There's like 9 tracks on here. Again, production from Ant, who did predominantly most of the early stuff, and then he kind of branched out a little bit, but yeah, good stuff. Then we got Us right there. Doesn't say it on the cover. This I actually haven't listened to in a minute. It has been a minute since I've listened to this one, but I do remember digging the shit out of that album though. And then Morning American, Dreaming in Color. Yeah, this one right here, I wasn't in love with. Again, it's been a minute since I've listened to it. If anybody watching this has listened to this album recently, let me know your thoughts on it. But it has been a minute. I think this one is, from what I remember, was just okay to myself, for myself. Then we've got this insanely bizarre Brother Ali Secrets and Escapes. Produced by Evidence, so this is the one that Evidence did, and this is the way it comes. There's no booklet. And your credits are on a little sticky thing. We've seen this done before. Kanye West has done this, and I think some other people have done this gimmicky marketing, and I will honestly say, I think this is fucking complete trash bags when people do shit like this. It's fucking lazy, it looks ugly, it's stupid. Like, you just have a case sitting in your collection that doesn't have anything on the spine. It looks fucking ghetto trash, man. But yeah, this was cool, man. Produced by Evidence, good stuff. Really dug that one. It was kind of I think it was like a resurgence for myself. And then we got, man, I can't even remember the name of this album. All the Beauty in His Whole Life. This was cool. This was cool too, man. I dug this. I took a little, you know, some of the later Brother Ali stuff, like I said, is a little preachy. It takes a little bit to get into and stuff. I'm going to have to go back to that America one. I think that's the one I kind of fell out on. But this was cool, man. This was a good record. He's definitely he's got some really good insight, man. Lyrics they're deep, man. They're deep. But I know Brother Ali's not for everybody, but he's amazing live. He really is, man. He really can put on a show. Then we got Brothers of the Same Mind. This album right here is put out by Dust and Dope Records. Gotta Have Style. I think it's a group from the Northwest. So I think they're originally from Seattle. It's got MC Class. The Source Magazine's Unsigned Hype in October of 1990. That was a little bit before I started reading the Source Magazine, collecting the Source in 1991. So I don't have that issue, but yeah. So good shit though, man. Limited to 300 copies. Yeah. This is actually really cool. Really good stuff. From 1991. 1991 originally was supposed to come out. I think it did. I don't know. Brothers of the Black Market, Rough Life, dope record. From 1992, I think this one came out in. To the Head. Love that track, man. Another really kind of unsung dope record that doesn't really get ever mentioned. I highly love that record. Here's another one that I never hear people talk about, is the Brotherhood from 1996, Elementals. Yeah, really dope shit, man. Kind of got that hard 96 sound. Boom bappy. It's good shit, man. Yeah, I highly recommend this one too. This one actually you can still find for relatively cheap, so yeah. Brother Lynch Hung, Seasons of the Sickness, The Resurrection. Oh, it's such an incredibly dark and twisted album. I love this record, man. I actually need to get some more Brother Lynch Hung, man. I actually really do dig him. He's from Sacramento, I believe. Yeah, Brother Lynch Hung and MC8, had to grab this. I'm a huge 8 fan. I think most people know that. If you listen to my podcast, I always say Gia. That's where I got it from, obviously. Yeah, this album, it's actually pretty decent. I think it probably could have been a little bit better. Where did it come out? In 2006? I mean, this is kind of in that era of where, 8 stuff wasn't the greatest, and then he's kind of really resurrected his career, man. His stuff in the last few years has been fantastic, but there was a time where 8 stuff was kind of, it is what it is. But Brother Lynch Hung seems to be pretty consistent, though. He puts out some pretty good shit. This is just okay. Brown Bag All-Stars, Brown Bag Season. This is phenomenal. This is such a good record. Look at the production. J57. You got Meticulous on there. The Audible Doctor. I think there's Mr. Green on there. Marco Polo does a remix. DJ Skiz. Like, come on, man. This shit's ridiculous. Awesome album. It comes with the DJ Brace remixes. It's incredible. Really, I highly recommend this shit. When did this album come out? 2011. Holy shit, it's already been out for 11 years. Crazy. Yeah, I'm so old. Bubba Sparks, Dark Days, Bright Nights. Man, I haven't listened to this album in so long. I don't even remember what it... I mean, it's Timberland, right? Timberland did the beats on here, so... Yeah. Yeah, it's Bubba Sparks. Probably not everyone's cup of tea. I don't mind him. It's okay. I kind of dug the Deliverance album too. It's a little bit different sound, a little bit more, I don't want to say poppy, but it's more catchy for sure. Like the song Deliverance. Whatever happened to Bubba Sparks? Now when I actually think about it, shit. Somebody let me know down below. Whatever happened to him? I think he might still be doing stuff. I don't know. I know he has more albums. Those are the 2 that I have. But Buck 50, Bad Man. That's when he was signed to Bad Lax Records, of course. Small Members label. Mad Child's label from Vancouver. This is pretty cool, man. I actually really like Buck 50, man. He does some good features on shit too. And so I checked out, it took me a lot of years to finally get this album, which is so funny because I used to see it around all the time when I lived in Vancouver and I just never picked it up for whatever reasons. But it's pretty cool. I like Buck 50. It's dope. Then we got Buckshot LaFonk. Self-titled record from 93, I think. Is that 94? Does that say 94? 94? Oh, it's good, man. It's like jazzy hip-hop, instrumental, kind of, I think there might be some spoken word stuff on here. Primo actually does, the Scratch Opera track 8 on here, which is really cool. Produces it. This is really cool, man. Really good stuff. I dig it. This one, I found this a couple years back, and I haven't spent a lot of time with it. I think I listened to it once kind of in passing, but I got to go and listen to this one. I actually didn't even know that he'd put out another album. So this came out in 97. I think from what I recall, it sounded a little bit different than the other one. But Music Evolution, hence the title, I guess, but I'd have to go back and revisit that one. Buck Wild's Digging in the Crates, the Rare Studio Masters, 93 to 97. This is ridiculous. It's always been one of my favorite releases. I've listened to this CD so many fucking times. Like, look at just pause this if you want to read it. But look at all that shit that's on there. I'm not going to start naming off everything. You guys can read it. Y'all can read. At least I hope you can. Incredible. I know Smoke On put out the vinyl, which was like a 4 record release. I think it's sold out now, actually. I never did pick it up. I kind of wanted to, but I was like, eh. But yeah, this is really amazing. I know that CD was going for, it still is, I think, going for stupid money. Buckshot, the BDI Thug. Not Buckshot's greatest minute, I will say. I know the story with the whole Echo thing, like I don't know, he was signed on with, I can't remember, but I know I looked into it one time, but the whole Echo thing is weird to me. But yeah, not his greatest moment, I will say. Buckshot and P Money, Backpack Travels. I actually really dig this. It's short. Yeah, this came out, 2014 this one came out in. It's got some Joey Badass on there. Raz Fresco. Yeah, so this is actually not bad. Dig the album cover. Not bad. Got some Buju Banton, Voice of Jamaica. I should actually get some more Buju. The Bums, Brothers Under Madness. I gotta free my mind. Yeah. This album is incredible, man. I love this album. It's such a shame these guys didn't do more. Oh, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. Elevation, Free My Mind. The whole record's awesome, man. It's got such a great vibe. I love listening to this album, like, right either before or after listening to the Nonce World Ultimate. I don't know. There's something about these two albums that just kind of go together for myself. I like doing that double bill. The Burners, Zumbi, and the R. I love the R. He's such a dope producer. Rest in peace to Zumbi from Zion I. Yeah, such a sad thing, man. It's crazy. Can't believe he passed away too. Fuck, every time I'm doing these shelves, it's just like nothing but rest in pieces, man. It's honestly frightening. This is an interesting record. It's different. The R, if you ever get your hands on, I have the vinyl somewhere down there. It's awesome. It's a fucking, well, actually, no, it would be over on that side because those are post 2000, but interesting record for sure. Here's another one that I know goes for ridiculous money. I've had so many people ask me to buy this off me. I don't know why. I don't sell shit. Crazy Like a Fox, Bumpy Knuckles, Freddie Fox. So we got 2 discs, Jailhouse version, which is the original 94 version, and then we got the DITC version, which is a demo version released in 1993, produced by, of course, all DITC, Showbiz, Lord Finesse, Buck Wild. This is fucking incredible. I don't even know what I like more. I really don't. It both has its charm, you know, some of the versions of the tracks and things like that, and it's awesome. It's awesome, man. I just, amazing. It's really good. Then we got Industry Shakedown, which I dig. I'm a big fan of Freddie Fox, though, man. I always like Freddie Fox. I don't think he's like the greatest rapper in the world, but I love his aggressive flow. He just brings a lot of flavor to every track he's on. Like every time you hear the Militia, man, you think of Freddie Fox, man. You really do. Yeah, it's okay. It's not his best album in the world, but it's got some moments. Of course, Primo, Pete Rock, Alchemist, Diamond D. Yeah, MOP. Then we got Connection, Freddie Fox, which is Freddie Fox. It has its moments, you know. It has its moments. It's okay. This is a cool official street mix tape, Street Triumph, hosted by the one and only Primo. It's got some good shit on here, man. Features and other tracks and stuff like that. As you can see, as you can break down, like Crazy Like a Fox is on here. You got Mug, which is off the OC record, off Jewels. Shit like that. So you want to be an MC? Yep. And then we got the Bumpy Knuckles Static Selector record, Ambition. I really enjoyed this, man. This was when Static was still putting out some pretty good albums. Like he puts out like 45 projects a year, and they're with all these terrible MCs now, and I'm just like, no. But this was interesting. This kind of just came out of left field for me, man. I couldn't believe that Bumpy did a whole record with Static Selector at this time. It was just crazy to me. But pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Oh, the collection. And I'm losing the disc because I think my thing's broken in here. But Primo, Bumpy Knuckles collection. I really dig this. I know a lot of people were kind of like on the fence with this. I do agree it's not Primo's best beats he's ever done. He's definitely had finer moments and stuff, but it, you know, upon multiple listens and stuff, man, this one, it's got some heat on it, man. It really does have some heat, and that's gonna bug me. I know that disc is coming out here. Yeah, it's kind of loose. I don't know why that thing is kind of loose, but I dig it, man. I dig it. Yeah. Shake the room with Flava Flav on the hook. It's dope. Yeah, so we're gonna go from Bumpy to some Bun B. Trill, Underground King Legend. Man, Bun B is incredible, man. Like, Underground King's never put out any fucking whack shit at all. Everything is heat. Bun B, in my opinion, never put out anything solo that was shit either. Some albums are better than others, but I mean, some ridiculous stuff on here, man. Who Need a B? Short Dog and Juvenile. It's crazy. Little Kiki on there. Yeah. Rest in peace to Pimp C. Trill. I was going to say two. Two Trill. That's right. Man, look at the features, man. It's kind of funny because Bun B does have a lot of features on his shit, and people know me that, you know, when you put out a solo record, you know, try to keep your features down a little bit, so, you know, I feel like you're just listening to fucking features on a record. Now, some people like that. I like to actually hear the artist that, you know, I bought the record for. But I don't know, Bun B's just so incredible that he overshines a lot of times on tracks. Like, you know, there's a track on here with Rick Ross, David Banner, 8-Ball, and MJG. Like, that's some heat right there, you know. But Bun, he still shines, man. He still shines. Trill OG, which was the third one. And what was the song that Primo directed, produced on here? I can't even remember. This was cool though, man. I really like Trill OG. It's dope. And then we got Trill OG, the Epilogue, which I think this might be my least favorite one. I think this is my least favorite of the Bun B solo stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I actually really dug this. Revenge of the Trill. I know Bun's doing his whole burger joint thing right now. I thought this was actually really good, man. Got some Criddle over there. Some more Pimp C, 8-Ball and MJG. All the usual suspects, 2 Chainz. Little Kiki, Slim Thug. Yeah, it's Bun B, man. It's dope. And then we're going to do like a complete 180 here to some Bus Driver. Not everyone's cup of tea. In fact, this is a dude. I mean, really, it's Mush Records. What do you expect? I mean, this is an interesting album. It really is. When I first heard it, I didn't even know what the fuck I had just listened to. But it kind of grows on you, man, if you kind of get yourself in the right mind frame to listen to stuff. It's really hard to explain. It's very abstract. Beats are kind of crazy and weird, and it's just hard to explain. It's something you got to kind of hear for yourself. But Bus Driver, and I can't remember the name of this record. I won't lie. That's just not going to focus, is it? There you go. Yeah, Road Killer Overcoat. Yeah, it's crazy. The first 2 Bus Driver albums here are they're kind of bananas. Like I said, it's shit that you really got to listen to yourself. It's hard to explain. It really is hard to explain. And then you got this one right here with Dalius and Radioactive. This is, oh man, this is just fucking bizarre. It's really bizarre. Again, on Mush Records. I'm not even going to try and explain that shit. I'm really not. So we're going to go all the way down here since we're at the end of it. All right, so I'm going to fight with the blinds here. Bush Babies, Ambushed. I fucking love this album. I love the Bush Babies, man. I wish I had done more stuff. Yeah. Those vinyls too, man. And then we got Gravity, which is incredible too, man. Got some Mos Def on here. 3 MCs. I love that track, man. It's funny it doesn't say the Q-Tips on there. But yeah, Gravity, incredible. 2 different sounding albums. Really, like this has a totally more, I would say more, I mean, it has like kind of reggae vibes and stuff like that on it. Beats are a lot different, but 2 totally different vibes. Really dig it. Then we got some Bushwick Bill, Little Big Man. The Little Big Man. Yeah, Ever So Clear, man. That's the song he talks about where he shot his fucking eye out. It's awesome. And then we got Phantom of the Rapra, and I guess we got to do it again. Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill, who passed away last year. Yeah, it's sad. He really was a little big man. What you gonna do? Who's the biggest? Those songs are hard as fuck, man. Just hard as fuck. I always liked Bill, man. He was a fun character, man. No Surrender, No Retreat. Not the greatest. I won't lie. The beats are not very good on here. It's kind of sad, actually, because I always think that Bill could have made some decent albums with some beats. His earlier stuff was better. And then Got a Mix, which is like, got a whole pile of like remixes, and yeah. Yeah, some of the mixes on here, not that good. I won't lie. Busta Rhymes, The Coming, it's just classic, man. It's just classic material. It really is. Yeah. I fucking love Flip Mode meets Death Squad. What is that track like? It's like a 9-minute posse cut or something. It's amazing. I fucking love. I'm a huge posse cut fan. I love that track, man. When Disaster Strikes, Busta Rhymes, follow up to The Coming. It's great, man. It's really, really good. Man, early Busta Rhymes, fuck, he's so good. Yeah, Extinction Level, Countdown. The original, The Final World Front. Yeah, again, really, really amazing. Fuck, I hate the way they do these things. Where is the track list? And here we go. I remember when this album first came out, man, my buddy was so pissed. He's like, why the fuck do they keep crossing over and doing this shit with like Ozzy? Because I know Ozzy done a few songs, features and stuff on tracks. But yeah, he was not happy about that. But this is fucking dope, man. It's really good. Then we got Anarchy, which, you know, has a couple moments on it. I'm not like the hugest fan. This one kind of grew on me over time. It's all right. It really is okay. Then we got Genesis. I'm not really a fan of... Man, Busta Rhymes' albums kind of got worse and worse for myself. There's moments on here, just beat-wise, I think, that I was not really the hugest fan of. It Ain't Safe No Mo. Again, a couple moments, not the greatest. Back on My Bullshit. This is a pretty bad album, man. I'm not gonna front, man. This it's not great. The Big Bang. This one I really dug. You know, it's got some Dre production and shit like that. I thought this was definitely a step up from the previous, like, probably 3 projects that he had. This one was a little bit better. I'm pretty sure this is not even the right... Was that when did this album come out? 2006, something like that. And then, it's not even the right order. But yeah, that album right there it's better than those kind of 3 albums. I know some of these might be out of order. Just from organizing shit, sometimes I get put back in the wrong spots. Don't shoot me. ELE2, The Wrath of God. I really dug this, man. Man, the promotion on this record was crazy. Was nuts, actually. And, you know, I think there's a couple songs on here that I'm not really the hugest... I don't really like You. I think that's actually one of the singles, to be honest. With Anderson .Paak, I'm not like the hugest fan, but it definitely has its moments on here, man. Czar at the MOP is really dope. Out of My Mind with the Belle Biv DeVoe sample, it's dope. It's good shit. Yeah, these things are definitely out of order because I believe that this album came... When the fuck did this shit come out? Yeah, this is like 2009, so this shit's like after that. You know how it is. You know how it is. The Bustin' Melons. Watch as Seeds Pop Gut. Yeah. Really dope album. 94. Like good 90s shit right there. Can't go wrong. Highly recommend this. Good album. And then last up for the B's, we got some Busy Bee Running Things, 1988. Debut. He'd been doing this shit for like 10 years at this point. And this was his first album. First full album. He had tons of singles, 12-inch singles and stuff before. Came out with Running Things. I really enjoy this record, man. If you were a fan of Busy Bee, like in the disco era, up until this point, man, you probably weren't going to be disappointed with this, man. It was pretty fun. You know, I love me some 88 hip hop, but stay tuned for that video. I'm probably going to show off my 88 collection. Oh shit, I said I was going to keep doing updates. I actually did pick up this recently, so this wasn't shown. Big Pun's Endangered Species. You know, it's more of a compilation of stuff, but it does have a few tracks and features and stuff on here that I didn't actually have copies of. So, you know, that was worth picking up for a couple bucks. So yeah, Endangered Species. Big Pun, rest in peace to the man himself. And yeah, so I think I might actually just do an update because I have like stacks of albums over here that I've been picking up, like that new Onyx. Actually, I probably won't even show off the new stuff. I'll probably just keep that to the end of the year and do a roundup again because it's, you know, it's not overly that much stuff, but it is what it is. But anyways, that is going to conclude part 7 and part 4 of the Bs. We'll get into the Cs sooner than later. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of what I showed. If you listened to any of them, let me hear your thoughts. Let's have conversations. Yeah, so I'll be back soon with some Cs, and that's going to be another, man, I don't know. There's a lot. There is a lot of Cs. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'll check you later. Deuces.